Hey guys, PokéDan here. In recent years, Pokemon hasn't only been succeeding on the consoles, but Pokemon has also been dominating the mobile gaming too. With the huge success of Pokemon Go and in more recent events Magikarp Jump, that just got me thinking, if a Pokemon like Magikarp could get its own game, what other Pokemon should receive their own games? So that's what I'll be talking about in this video. Today you guys join me to count down the top 5 Pokemon I think should get their own games. I probably should mention that the games I have in mind for each entry are aimed at mobile games and are a sort of spin-off of other games from the mobile that currently exist. Also, I made some visual representations for some of the games I'm discussing in this video, and I'm no artist, so apologies in advance if you think any of the art looks a bit sloppy. Also, if you think a certain Pokemon should be on this list, as usual, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think. But with all that being said, let's get started. The first Pokemon I think should receive its own game is the icon of fairy-type Pokemon, Clefairy. It's a well-known fact that before Pikachu was chosen to be Ash's starter Pokemon, Clefairy was to be the newbie's main partner. But some last-minute changes meant that Pikachu was Ash's starter and Clefairy just got scrapped. So to make up for this, I think it would be great if Clefairy had its own game. And I've even thought of an idea for one too. Most of us have probably played or at least heard of games like Temple Run and Subway Surfer, so I thought Clefairy could be in its own version of these games, and it could be called something like Race to Mount Moon. This is the layout I've made for the game. There would be different paths Clefairy would be running down, and you'd have to swipe left and right to avoid hitting any objects and switching paths. Some obstacles I had in mind for this game are just simple things like bushes and trees, and I also thought it would be fun to have hordes of Zubats as obstacles too. This game would be pretty fun to play in my opinion, and I think if any Pokemon deserves its own game, it should be Clefairy. Another Pokemon I think it would be fun to see gain its own game on the mobile would be Greninja. Out of the Kalos starter trio, there's no denying that Greninja is the fan favourite, and I know it's been in Smash Bros and it's had its own special form, but why not give the fans even more Greninja in its own mobile game? Seeing as Greninja is based on ninjas, I thought it'd be fun if Greninja's game would to be a rip-off of the current game Fruit Ninja. Literally, just replace the fruit with Pokemon berries and bada bing, you have a cool game. I also think it would be cool if as a boost in the game, after you score a certain combo or something, as a reward, Greninja would be able to use its Battle Bond abilities so it could give you a boost in the game. There are more ideas that you could throw into the pot for this game, but even after coming up with the most basic of things, I want to play this game, so Pokemon, you have the power to do so. I beg of you, please make this game. Another Pokemon I think should get its own game is technically a bunch of Pokemon. I think the Evolutions deserve their own game. These Pokemon are really iconic and also fan favourite Pokemon too, so how awesome would it be to see them get their own games on their mobile phone? Seeing as a lot of people would love to own an Eevee in real life, I thought the Evolution game could be something like those pet games that the kids have on their phones. I'm talking like Poe or Talking Tom. I thought the title of this game could be something simple like My Pet Eevee, and as the title of the game suggests, you would raise an Eevee and eventually have it evolve into the evolution of your choice after training it, and of course making it stronger. This mobile game would also be like Pokemon Refresh too, where you could feed your Eevee and play little mini games with it. Now, I'm not sure what mini games, but you get what I mean. After having your Eevee evolve into your preferred evolution, you could adopt another Eevee and try to get all the evolutions. On top of this, you could probably customize Eevee's home as well, and I think that all of this would certainly make for an addicting and adorable game to play on your phone. It just sounds like a great idea that I'm sure Pokemon could make. Next on the list is another fan favourite Pokemon. We're talking about Charizard. How amazing would it be to see this starter Pokemon get its own game? It'd be pretty awesome, and I've even thought of a great game for it to star in too. Firstly, in the new Sun and Moon anime, Kiawe has a Charizard as his ride Pokemon to make deliveries around the Alola region, so the game is based on that. And it's also inspired from riding Mega Latios and Latias in Oraz. I can't speak for everyone, but in Oraz, I just loved exploring the Hoenn region from the skies on Mega Latios. So how about Charizard's game doing that, but in a different, or how about this, completely new region. The objective of the game would be to make deliveries to civilians of a certain region, and flying through the sky on your Charizard doing so. That would just be great. But don't get me wrong, it wouldn't be easy though. Now and again you could run into challenging situations like stubborn flying types such as Pharaoh not allowing you to pass. You could also maybe have your Charizard Mega Evolve as some sort of boost or reward in the game. That would just be so awesome. Now, I don't know if this game would be as addicting as the Eevee game, but it would certainly be cool to see Charizard as the main star in a Pokemon game. And the final Pokemon I think should get its own game is Diglett. Now, I'm sure we've all heard of the classic arcade game Whack-A-Mole, so how would you like to play Whack-A-Diglett on your phone? I certainly would. It would be a fun play. Just like the title of the game suggests, the aim for this game would be to whack as many Digletts as you can in a certain time limit and just try to beat your old high score. On top of that, you could also score double points if you whack an Alolan Diglett, and how about this? Triple points for hitting a Dugtrio on the head. You could also maybe play against other players online and see who could get the most points in the time limit. That would certainly give this game more of a competitive edge. To be completely honest, I would most likely get addicted to this game, and it just feels like the kind of game that Pokemon would make. But anyway guys, that's it for this video, so if you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Also, I want to hear in the comments some Pokemon you guys think should get their own games. But with all that being said, for now, I've been PokéDan, you've been amazing, and I'll see you guys next time.